after, but let's get started with some just general stretching. Get ourselves moving a little bit today. Start down on a knee. Nice floor lunge matrix. Move all three directions. Here, walking ourselves forward, up to the side, and back at the diagonal. You guys can start with an overhead swing. You can start with a rotation in either direction. As long as we're getting the hips moving, that's the whole goal. So some of these movements might feel a little bit better than others. Overhead swing might come a little bit later in the warm-up, but mix some of those in. And then all three directions. So that back diagonal. And as soon as you feel good, you guys switch those legs, try the other side. Really focus on positioning yourself so your hips are squared up. You guys should be able to get into a kneeling position without having to thrust the hips forward to be able to find a nice stretch in that hip flexor. Then little small drives each direction. Beautiful. Good. Getting added in some same side, opposite side rotations. Maybe it's just a reach. Last time around. Good work, you guys. All right, before we jump into any of the hamstring stuff, we're going to grab the pad that you're on. I want you guys to find a surface behind you. So it might be a couch. It might be the edge of a table or a chair. What we're going to do is we're going to elevate our rear foot so we get a little bit more of the flex of the knee. It doesn't need to be this high. It can be just a small thing to put the foot on. But this is going to allow us to get into that quad a little bit more. So we're going to drive forward with the hands going straight overhead, rotate a little bit to my right, and then rotate a little bit to my left. And this should be a really intense stretch for that quad, more than just that hip flexor. So really, if you guys get in a nice line, you square those hips up, get that pelvis in the right position, this could be an awesome stretch for you guys. But it can also be a really intense stretch. So just be mindful of that. Work your way around about 3 to 4 times. And then switch sides. The real goal of why we do some of these flex stretches is that you should at some point work to get your shin as close to that box or to that wall as possible and work on getting that upright position. Some of us are not going to be there for quite some time, but it's what I want you guys to start thinking about and working on. I want to see that flexibility. All right, you guys, just a few times around on that opposite side, straight forward, rotate right, and rotate left. But this should be a nice intense stretch for that quad. Good, perfect. All right, if at any time you guys need to go back to any of those as we're getting warmed up, make sure that you do so. You guys have the choice. You can stay down onto a knee. We're going to go to our hamstring stretches next. So you guys can either stay down on that knee with that leg out in front, or feel free to get off the knees and go up to an elevated surface. And let's just work on coming forward, inside, and across. Trying to maintain a flat back. First couple, it's okay that you guys round the back towards the foot, and then start to really work on just positioning, getting your shoulder blades where you want them to be. Nice big deep breaths. Mike, can you hear me? Mikey. Oh, they're playing Journey here. It is really slowing me down. Switch those legs, you guys. That's what's supposed to play at the end of the concert, not at the beginning. Good. Try to pull that toe up a little bit more, you guys. Nice big stretch behind that leg. Whoo! I feel that one today. All right, let's go into our groin stretch. So just like we would with a hip drive, we're just going to toe that foot out. So I'm facing the camera with my bottom leg. I'm going to use my hand to my hip crease, drive my hand straight up overhead, and just really open up in those splits. Just like we did on the ground in our kneeling one, but now what we're doing is calling extending the lever arm. So we're incorporating our ankle and the lower part of the leg, which are compensation patterns that we could try to find regularly. So make sure that you guys aren't like bailing out at the knee. That foot and that leg are nice and straight. Maybe it's some rotations back. Maybe it's an overhead side bend. Again, be creative with some of these ranges of motion. Again, the fascia lines and the tissue that run through your body are going to give you different pulls, different tugs, different tightness. Good. As soon as you guys feel good, let's switch those legs. I'm just going to go backside, so I'm going to flip around the box. And then just really open everything up. Hands up overhead, big rotations. Oh, that feels good. Good. Last couple there, guys. Spend about 10 more seconds just working into that position. And then we're going to go into a nice little calf stretch. I got a couple more that I want to work through at a little bit slower of a rate, and then we're going to pick things up a little bit. Let's go down onto the ground. So you guys have two choices here, like I always give for the calf. It's just down onto the floor, kind of rocking forward and back, trying to press the heel down to the ground, working forward and back, side to side, maybe drawing some circles and intensifying, but working on some range of motion and stretch at that ankle. The other option for you guys would be to elevate those feet. So if you guys have a pad, a box, a towel, or something that you can put the front of your forefoot on, but your heel down on the ground, and then just take a nice long stride out in front, stepping all three directions, forward, side, and across. But again, everything is focused in the back of that leg into that calf stretch. So let's go ahead, let's spend about 30 seconds or so just rocking back and forth on each leg. But if you guys have any issues through your hips, through your back, shoulders, believe it or not, a lot of it can come from this calf and these feet. They're not moving right. Something else is going to compensate for them. So make sure that we're working on those feet. Feet are pretty important. 26 bones, 30 joints, 100 plus muscles. They make up a quarter of the amount of bones in your entire body. Feet are kind of important. All right, you guys, good job. Shake those arms out. Let's get up. Just do some big arm circles. Okay, let's work back, just letting some blood flow the end of the fingers, and then let's work forward for some big circles, just letting those arms get nice and loose. You guys want another crazy fact about the foot? If you guys average 8,000 steps a day throughout your lifetime, that you would be able to walk around the earth 4 times. Betsy, I bet you could do that like 8 times with how much you walk. Good, you guys alternating those arms over the top, bottom. Going into some nice openings, just some nice X patterns, back to the middle, and just feeling the chest open up. Feel that rib cage open up a little bit, some of that anterior tissue of the belly. And just take some nice big deep breaths. Good. Open and close, fold the chest forward for a few. Kind of hug yourself nice and tight. And then just kind of let those arms get nice and free. Again, just kind of letting the shoulders loosen up a little bit before we jump into a little bit more action. Where's my remote? Got it. All right, you guys, we're going to start down in some Spider-Man positions. We'll mix in a couple other stretches as we go. But let's get down on the floor and start adding in. Oh, who unplugged me? Who unplugged me? Technical difficulties when you don't have a tech person. All right, let's do it. Let's get down on the floor. Let's get into a push-up position. Let's just start with some alternating those leg drives coming forward. Just really focus on the hips. Foot to the outside of the hand, hips to the floor, chest up. Holy cow. This is what Spider-Man really felt like. He was a tight individual. Ooh. Good. Alternate those legs. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Trying to take a nice big stride out in front. Good, you guys. That's it. About 10 more seconds here. Don't get to alternate too quick, but we definitely want to make sure we're getting both legs involved. About 5 more seconds. We're going to turn over into our tuck holds and our hollow holds. Beautiful. Let's go ahead down to our sit bones. Let's turn on that core a little bit. Nice big deep breath in. Practice balancing on your butt or start to open up a little bit more. Here we go. And big breath in. Stabilize. Get tight. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. If you're not shaking, try to open up a little bit more. Good. Hold nice and strong, you guys. Really strong inner thighs, strong chest, so we're getting a nice flat back. We don't want to feel like as we try to open up that we keep our head forward, let the head go back. We got to let that 8 pounds of weight be controlled by our body. It's about as much as a gallon of milk. Woo, good work, you guys. Let's jump on up into our inchworm. So we're going to stay down on the ground. Let's walk the toes to the hands. A nice stretch behind the legs. Ready? And do it. We're going to walk with the feet for this first one. So walk the toes to the hands. Pedal out those feet a little bit. Shift that weight around and then walk it all the way back. Good. Continue to walk with the feet. Good. 10 more seconds here. Finish up that last one. And then we'll make our way up to our feet for some nice hip mobility. Good job, you guys. Let's get up to our feet. Go into a nice little couple little jogs in place, and then you're going to grab the knee, pull it up towards you, couple of jog steps, opposite knee, and pull. Ready? Let's go. Oh, yeah. Sometimes we can grab that shin, maybe create a little rotation as we come up, so that way we're not just pulling into the hip, but actually rotating the leg and feeling a nice stretch behind that glute, that IT band. Stand up nice and tall. Core's got to be engaged. You got to squeeze that belly. That's what's giving us some of that pelvic tilt position that we need. Otherwise, that pelvis will just drop forward, and we start feeling that grind. And last one. Oh, beautiful. All right, you guys, we're going to open up the gate. So we're going to do some hip swings out. Hip swings out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Try and stick that bottom foot. Try not to let the bottom foot spin or the knee bend. Really finish that range of motion. Open up that inner thigh towards the front of that camera. Good. Start bringing the knee up a little higher. Go for those roundhouse kicks. Watch out for your dogs, cats, maybe your partner next to you. I mean, you can, just don't tell anybody. 3, 2. Beautiful, you guys. We're going to close the gate now. So we're going to go from the outside to the inside. Just really try to pull the shoulder up to the ear, rotate the hips in, drop that foot with control. Ready? 3, 2, and go. Oh, squeeze that belly. Start to speed up a little bit. Get that heart moving. That's it, you guys. Drop 15 more seconds here. Bring that foot up a little bit higher now instead of just the knee. So we're getting the foot up and around. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right arm across the chest. Pull nice and tight. We're going to alternate some lunges. We can go forward, side, or back diagonal. Let's alternate those legs. Right arm for 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Forward. Every time I pull a little bit tighter, I'm going to go out to the side. Out to the side. I'm going to go back. So no matter what direction I'm lunging, I'm still working on trying to pull that arm nice and tight to my chest. Getting good rotation of my upper back relative to where my legs and hips go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Shake that arm loose. We're going to go left side now. Same thing. Same patterns. Forward, forward, side, side, back, back. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, nice stretch of that shoulder. Pull it nice and tight to the body. Good. Nice, strong, stable hips. Don't bail out at the knees. Trail leg nice and straight. 15 more seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. And we're back down into our Spider-Mans. We're adding in our little airplane, frequent flyer miles for Mr. Tony Parker, whatever his name is. Spider-Man. Peter Parker, that's what it is. I combined Iron Man and Spider-Man. That's not good. Lose some fans for that. Big reach, you guys. Come on, get up towards the ceiling. Oh, that feels great. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades back a little bit. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Get a nice breath in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that's nice. Good work, you guys. Great job. Let's go down into our Superman's superhero hour. Hips to the floor. Nice tight butt. Arms extended overhead. And 2, 1, and go. Good. Press that belly button down, and then squeeze it nice and tight. Arms forward, but shoulders are drawn down and back. Strong tops of those feet. If we don't feel like we can get enough extension, you can use the fingertips to lift that chest a bit, but really hold tight in that butt. Maybe lift the fingers a bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. We're back to our inchworms one more time. This time we're walking with our hands. Our feet are going to stay where they are, and we're going to try to walk all the way back, big stretch, and then walk all the way forward. Ready? Go. Good. An inchworm doesn't always need that little cobra or up dog at the end. You guys can just come back into a neutral plank. Don't feel like you have to get into back extension. Just feels good to get those hips opened up towards the floor. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2. And beautiful. Good job, you guys. Let's go ahead. Let's shake those arms and legs out a little bit. Any other stretches that you guys want to add in or go through, let's do so now. My recommendation would be a nice piriformis stretch. Just take a second to bring that heart rate back down just ever so slightly. And let's pull up some workouts. We got work to do. Here we are. EMOM number 1. Yep, shake it around. All right, team. All right, so we only have 3 minutes for this EMOM. So we're going to work for 12 minutes, okay? So we're going to essentially be 4 rounds, but we're going to have a few different movements mixed in here, okay? It's going to be a combination thereof. So like any of my workouts or our workouts that we do, you guys can make this as easy or as difficult as you would like, okay? If you're just here to move and get yourselves rolling, great. If you guys really want to push some of that intensity, let's go. Get after it. Speed is everything, but don't lose form, don't lose function in the process. Let's be smart about that. So first minute, we're going to do a combination of 3 movements. We're going to do 5 push-ups, 10 air squats, and then as many burpees as we can to finish out that minute or 50 seconds, okay? It's written as 50-10, but if you're feeling crazy, let's go for that full minute into a quick transition. So push-ups, fingers spread nice and wide. Elbows are going to track back at 45 degrees, so not out straight by our ears or tucked straight at our ribs, but a good halfway in between. We're going to lower ourselves to the floor, bring ourselves all the way up. We do not have to touch our chest to the floor, but I want us to work on feeling like we're getting parallel with the humerus of the arm from elbow to shoulder. That's nice and flat and parallel to the ground. If we're having difficulty with those, we can drop down to the knees and work on those positions. Just make sure you have a pad underneath your knees. Save the patellas, save the kneecaps for later days. Any of us that need to progress or degress down, feel free, go to the wall and do some push-ups. Just work on getting some of the shoulder retraction, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and we'll start to develop that strength. From there, we're going to our squats. You guys have all sorts of different options. We can go just a general regular squat. You guys can go wide. You can go narrow. We can toe out. We can toe in. You guys can do some split squats, 1 foot in front, opposite foot in front, and then, of course, toe out and toe in. I just gave you 27 different squat positions that you guys can do, so feel free to mix those up a little bit so that we're working different musculature, the hips, glutes, and those legs. From there, max burpees. Woo. Down to the ground. Feet are going to jump back. Hips are going to touch the floor. I'm going to pop up, pike onto my feet, and come straight up into that jump. For those of us that are just going to be doing maybe some half burpees just to jump back and come up. For others, it might just be a step back, stabilize in my plank, stand and hold, or elevate to a surface that I can drop my hands, walk back, stand, and go. Okay, if we have any difficulty with any of the burpees, send me a message. We'll come up with some other options for you based off of what you guys need specifically. Last one, we are going to go, second one, we're going to go into a lunge matrix bicep curl return. So you guys will need either a set of dumbbells or something that you can use to be able to do that bicep curl return. So again, you guys have the options to be able to use heavy weights, light weights. Again, it all depends on how you're feeling, but we're going to go through that same lunge pattern we did with our posterior shoulder stretch. So I'm going to come forward, I'm going to curl. I'm going to come forward, I'm going to curl. I'm going to go out to the side, curl, side, curl, back diagonal, curl, back diagonal, curl. If you guys want to mix in some step back lunges to curls instead of just anterior, lateral, and posterior lateral, totally optional, totally acceptable. I love lunges, so we can do a bunch of them. From there, after 50 seconds of work, we're going to go into some ankle taps. So staying into that nice locked out arm position and alternating, just going from one foot back to a neutral position play to the other foot. We don't need to move fast. We just need to have good midline positioning, meaning that I'm trying to squeeze my belly button and cut right at the middle of that midline. So we'll get nice and tight into that pike position. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Throw them in the chat for those of you guys that are live here with me. Otherwise, let's get ourselves some nice open space. Make sure there's no sharp objects around. And we're going to get rocking in about 30 seconds. There we go. Gotta hydrate. Crucial. All right, team. We're feeling good. Or we're not feeling good. Maybe we'll feel better. We're gonna work for 12 minutes. 3 exercises. The only rest you get is that 10 seconds of transition if you decide to take it. Otherwise, you're on your road. All right, here we go. We start in 10 seconds. Right off the bat, 5 push-ups, 10 air squats, max burpees. First round's all about strength, quality, and movements. Ready? 5 push-ups, go. Good lockout, good control. Right to our feet to those 10 squats. Good, nice depth, good control. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, about 22 seconds left. As many burpees as you can start working into. That's it, you guys. Good job. 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're up for our lunges next. Let's grab those weights. Can be a single weight, can be a gallon of milk, can be a dog or a cat. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Lunge forward. Come back and curl. Forward. Come back and curl. To the side. Nice deep lunges. Remember, we're not swinging the weights. We're lifting the weights. 30 seconds. 20. Good job, you guys. Keep pushing. Good work. Ten seconds. Come on, keep moving all the way to the dot, all the way to the beat. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Down into that ankle tap position, plank position. Alternating the toe touches. If we can't touch the toes, try to touch the shoulders. Ready? Go. Good. Come all the way back to where the shoulders stack back over the hands. The hips drop a bit, but without sagging at the back or losing our pelvic position. This one's always a fun one because when we go right back into push-ups and burpees, we feel those triceps really firing. Whew, 20 seconds. Good. Squeeze that belly. Really think about that pike. Folding at the midline, not rounding at the back. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whew, drop to the knees. Give those shoulders a little bit of rest. We go into our push-ups, squats, and burpees. In 3, 2, 1. Go. Right to those squats, you guys. Good job. If you don't get a ton of burpees in, that's okay. Still focus on the depth of those push-ups and those squats. Good work, you guys. Great job. There's 10. Woo, 20 seconds for burpees. Everybody's favorite. Maybe we can get Mike to jump in for some burpees one of these days. Here we go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good work. Into our lunges to curls. Good work, you guys. Here we go. Alternating those lunges in 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on, try and get a little more depth on your lunges this round. Really squeeze your shoulders back when we finish our stand, and then squeeze those weights as we come up. 40 seconds. Beautiful. Good depth, you guys. Try to keep the chest up slightly. Don't worry about reaching the weights. The weights are going to pull you into that position that you want to. Just think about that breath. Really brace as we come forward. Exhale as we push back. Good. Squeeze those dumbbells. Use those forearms. Strong grip. Shoulders back. Squeeze. Control the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Much better round on those lunges, you guys. Great job. Let's go down into our ankle taps. Nice wide base. Stack the shoulders over the hands and go. Come all the way back. Use those toes to push your body weight forward back over those hands. Try to maintain that nice stability. So we want to have that big breath in there and then be able to control our regular breathing pattern without losing that tension of that core from the first breath. Time under tension is the goal. That's it. 20 seconds. Good. Keep working, you guys. Great job. Good. 10 more seconds. Beautiful. Working on that single arm stability. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. We are back to our push-ups. We are halfway there. Good work. 5 push-ups, 10 squats, burpees. Remember, mix up those push-ups and squats. I'm going to go wide push-ups for this round. Get a little more chest, a little more horizontal abduction, as we call it. I'm going to go wide for my squats as well. Good job, you guys. That's it. Find your breath again. Push the knees out. Burpees. Nice job, you guys. Good work. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. And good work. Into our lunges. Bicep curl return. And in 3, 2, 1. Go. I'm going to mix in a couple retros. Then into some of my anterior. And into some of my lateral. And then I'm going to go with a big crossover. Oh, I'm mixing it up on you guys now. Look at all these lunge options. Different ways to use the glutes, the hips. Fire the core a bit. Very nice, you guys. Good work. Really squeeze that core. Long arc away as those dumbbells come down. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Finish strong. Whew. Good work. Ankle taps. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good. Squeeze your midline. This is all about that pike position. So squeeze that belly button into your spine as you drive back. Keep it tight as you come back forward. Don't ever lose tension of that core. That's when that back's going to sag and we're going to start losing positions. It only takes a couple of reps. Nice work, you guys. Great job. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whew. 1 round to go. Back to our push-ups. I'm going to go narrow for my push-ups and narrow for my squats on this one. You guys make your choices. Ready? 3, 2, and go. Good work, you guys. Great job. Narrow on my squats. Knees are still pushing outward, but I'm going to feel a little less range of motion at my ankles. But don't let that cause you to dive that chest forward. Fight through some of that ankle range. Good, right to burpees. Keep pushing, you guys. Great work. This is that last round of this first EMOM. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Lunges. Lunges. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Even if we got to slow down a little bit, find the depth, find the consistency, bear down, squeeze that core, challenge yourselves, get a little bit lower. Remember, don't overreach the weights. 30 seconds. Beautiful. Check in with a couple of you guys. That's it. Get those shoulders back on those curls. Slow on the way down as well. We want that eccentric control. We want to feel those biceps stretch as much as we want to feel them flex. 3, 2, 1. Heck yeah. Back to our last round. Ankle taps. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good. Don't get lazy and start side bending. Try to really pike up. Feel the tension of those hamstrings as you go back. Like squeeze that belly button of the spine every time we fold at the hips. If we're getting tired, go into a nice plank hold. Maybe it's some shoulder taps instead. Maybe it's just some weight shifts side to side. 20 seconds. 10. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! And time. Good work. Quick towel, quick drink. And we'll bring up our second EMOM of the day. Okay, guys, take that second, just towel off. I want that heart rate back down on purpose so that we can push the intensity in this next EMOM. Sweat drips through my beard. It's like a filter for the earth. Whew. All right, guys. All right, now we're going to go through a 12-minute EMOM, but this time we have 4 movements. So we're only going to have 3 rounds of this one, okay? So adding in another movement for this one. We're going to start straight up sit-ups, okay? Sit-ups are a very foundational movement, very base movement for me, okay? So you guys have the choice today to be able to continue working on your sit-ups. So again, you guys can be in that diamond position, you guys can be flat-footed. If you guys need to tuck your feet underneath something, find a heavy box or find a couch or the edge of a couch. Maybe you have your kids or your wife or your husband or your dog sit on your feet, but use something to help give you a little bit of leverage to get you up and down so that we can continue to work on those sit-ups. If we're still having a lot of trouble with those sit-ups, we can also go into some reverse sit-ups. Okay, if you got to have a lot of trouble, mix up. Go to some Russian twists. Okay, go back into some of our tuck holds. Don't get stuck on just thinking you have to be forced to go through sit-ups. I like the heavy repetition of sit-ups because it's consistent. It works on blood pressure, it works on core stability. So recognize what you're doing and what the purpose is, okay? From there, we're going to go into a squat reach matrix, okay? This one will be fun. You guys have the choice. You guys can either use weight or not, okay? All we're working on is distribution of weight as we squat. So we went through some regular air squats in the first EMOM. This time we're going to challenge you a little bit. So the squat reach matrix is just like our lunge matrix. It's going to be forward, side, side, back. So the squat doesn't change, just the reaches. As I reach my arms, it's going to want to shift my body weight. My goal is to control that as I move. If you guys want to make it even more difficult, you can grab a single object or a single weight and you can work on the hand transfer. So forward, side, side, back, back. If you want to make it really crazy, add two weights. Go forward, one to the side, one to the side, one back, and one back. Again, it's all dependent on how much effort or how much work that you guys want to put in. Exercise number 3 are going to be alternating dumbbell rows. So a couple different options. If you guys have heavy weight, you can go into just a bent over row, alternating every 3, or you can go into our more renegade row of going into a push-up, pull, and pull. Totally your option. It doesn't have to be dumbbells. It could be a kettlebell. It could be an odd object. Be pulling something from the ground. Maybe you're just doing reps with the couch. I don't know. It depends on how you're feeling. Last one's going to be cardio. I got my bike out today. We did some burpees in the first round, so you guys know that's also still an option. We can do some running in place. We can do some jumping jacks. We can do some butt kickers. You guys can run around the house as long as you're not tripping or running over anything. Be creative with some of those movements, but the goal is to get the heart rate up. We're not going to have rest after that. We're going to go straight back into our sit-ups, so they're quick transitions. And you guys know me, cardio is still going to be a full minute. So it's jumping right off of your cardio equipment or your cardio option straight back into sit-ups. Again, only 3 rounds, 4 exercises. Go ahead and get yourself set up. We're going to start in about 30 seconds. Beautiful. Let me know if we have any questions. A backpack row, perfect. Backpack is just an option, Madeline. If you do not have any sort of weights or anything that you can use to row, you can grab something really odd or strange. You can grab your backpack at home. And same idea. You're just working through that nice row, elbow to the sky position. So just the fun home options for those of us that don't have a nice home gym. So feel free to get creative with that. All right, you guys, we are going to rock. No other questions. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Glute bridges would be perfect for that sit-up option, Matt. I love it. Just make sure that we're really getting pressed into the floor. 10 seconds, we're into our sit-ups. Again, even with our sit-ups, shoulders are down. If you are going to do some bridges, just make sure that we're getting pushed back onto our shoulder blades and really pressing backwards into that position. Ready? Go. Good, really engaged. Trying not to let the tummy relax as we go back, but trying to hold tension the entire time. Again, you guys hear me talk a lot about time under tension. What we tend to do as athletes is relax at the top, and then we relax at the bottom, and then we fire. Try to hold everything tight the entire time, and you'll feel more work through that time frame. Good, that's it. Great, you guys. 15 seconds. Good, stay nice and tight. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good job. We're up for our squat reach matrix. I'm going to go first round without any weight. I'm going to advance each round. So just changing those reaches. Forward, side, back, back. Ready? Go. One to the side, one to the side, one back like we're reaching for that baton. Other back. Good. Don't let your squat shift around. Be really strong and stable through those legs. Good. Make sure the knees are still pressed out. Good. Mal, give me a little bit wider of a squat. Let's be about hips width apart for these ones. We're going to test mobility, especially with the reaches. We don't want to get too narrow because we'll start buckling in at the knee. So really press those knees out. Nice strong position. Squeeze your butt at the top of every squat. Great job, you guys. Those look awesome. Perfect. Great little adjustments. Come on, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, we're on to our rows. Your choice. Now, if you got a nice heavy weight, we're just going to alternate those heavy rows. Otherwise, you can go down into some alternating rows in that push-up position. Ready? Remember, we don't got to move fast. We need to have control. That's it, you guys. Find a breath in here. A little rotation of the hips is fine. We're pulling with the hips and the shoulder together. We're not just going into an isolated row. We're using a little more functionality, factory function. Woo! Nice, 15 seconds. That's it, push into the heels of those hands. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and cardio time. Good work. Let's hop on those bikes, hop on those machines. If we're burpees or running in place, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, we're going for the full minute here. So as I call the 10 seconds, know that that's 10 seconds we're still going to work, but I need a quick transition right back down into our sit-ups, bridges, or form of core that we choose. That's it. Push, you guys. Come on. We got 30 seconds till that 10-second call, so 40 seconds of work total. That's it. Push hard, push hard. Good. Nice, you guys. That looks awesome. I love the intensity. Let's keep it up. Come on. 30 seconds of work. Good. Big deep breaths. Come on. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears. Relax your jaw. That's it. Good. Keep pushing. In 10 seconds, we're transitioning quickly back to our sit-ups. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to your sit-ups. And go. Right to them. Quick transitions. Make sure you set yourself up. Pull those legs in nice and tight. Sit up nice and tall. And get right to work. Big reach overhead. Again, if we're into those bridges, let's hug those knees in just a little so those inner thighs are nice and active. Good. Squeeze the butt. Tighten down on that core. Belly button can still come to that spine. Nice, you guys. Great job. 10 more seconds. Come on. Big reaches overhead. Let that tissue of the belly really extend and stretch and pull it back together. 3, 2, 1. We're back to our squats. I'm going to add in a single weight for a little bit of a hand transfer here. Just pushing that intensity. 3, 2, 1. Go. Forward. Side. Side. Back. Back. Good, you guys. Good job. Come on, stay stable. Stay strong over those legs. Don't let that weight pull you in weird directions. Stay nice and strong. Wonderful squat positions. Knees are out. Good work. Keep pushing that depth. Good stuff. Big deep breaths. Come on, push along, push along. Stay in that pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo, good work. All right, dumbbell rows. Ready, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Again, if we are upright, make sure either we're planted on something or in a nice split stance. If we're doing our right arm, I want the right foot back so we can really open up those hips and drive from the core. Elbow to the ceiling, chest to the wall. Good. Still squeeze that core. Pull that belly button into the spine, get that good pelvic position, and try to maintain that through those hardest ranges of motion. That's it, you guys. Great job. 15 seconds. Good work. 10. 3, 2, and we're back to our cardio. Good. Let's push that heart rate a bit. Come on. Let's get it up. Ready? And go. Nice job, you guys. Good work. Good. Push that pace. 40 seconds. We got one more round after this. Let's push hard. That's it. Pick up that intensity a little bit, you guys. Come on. My legs can only turn so fast at this resistance. That's it. Push, push, push. Come on. Good. We're back to our sit-ups in 10 seconds. If you need to start the transition now, do so. And 5, 4. We start sit-ups in 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on, come on. Get quick moving, moving, moving. That's it, you guys. Great job. Keep pushing that pace. Be consistent. Don't get lazy on those movements. Readjust yourself as needed. That's it. How to push. That's it, you guys. Great pace. I love it. Gotta go. Gotta go. Keep moving. Come on. Doesn't gotta be fast. Just gotta keep going. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! All right. Last round of squat reach. I'm gonna go 2 dumbbells this time. Up the intensity a little bit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Sides, diagonals. If you got 2 dumbbells, you can go bilaterally. So you can go 2 forward, 2 to the side, 1 forward, 1 back, 1 forward, 1 back. 30 seconds. Nice, you guys. Good work. 20 seconds. Dig in. Come on. Keep squatting. Keep squatting. Let's see that depth. Go, go, go. That's it. Eyes up, head up. Ground's not going anywhere today. 10 seconds. Go. Come on. Come on. Nice big depth. Get all the way down there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Last round of rows. Come on, you guys. Let's push hard. Come on. We're almost there. 2 minutes of work. Ready? And go. I'm slipping and sliding my sweat spots. Come on, team. Let's go. Good, strong finish today. No bonus rounds. No secrets. Just hard work through the last little bit of time. We have 20 seconds on the rows. Come on. Squeeze those biceps like you're crushing a nut in between that elbow crease. Make those biceps, make that shoulder blade work. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last round of cardio. Let's do it. Everything you got left. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and hit it. Let's go. Full minute, and you are done. Give me everything you got left. Come on. Go, go, go. You guys have worked this hard. This is where the change is made. The mental changes. The ability to start to grow and be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Come on. Push hard, push hard, push hard. Come on. 30 seconds. Go, 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 go. Come on. 20 seconds. Come on, you guys. That's it. Push hard. Come on. 10 more seconds. That's it. Push hard. Let's go. Last little sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Good stuff, you guys. Great work. Well done.